Please join me for Ask the Good Doctor, live today and every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon Central Standard Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bring your questions.
Hi, I'm Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire, and welcome to Ask the Good Doctor. We are here to help you attain, maintain, and reclaim your perfect health and the human condition within. And today we are talking about something that is very near and very dear to my heart, and that is the resolution to dream. That's right. Dreaming is so absolute. It is not abstract, but a lot of people swallow their dreams, and that's what we want to talk about today. So please join me on Twitter at Ask the Good Doc, on Instagram and Facebook at Ask the Good Doctor. Share, like, comment, and subscribe. We are here to do the human condition work today. Let's go. I call this the resolution of a dream because how many of you made New Year's resolutions, but they have all fallen away by now? I am not one of them because I am working very hard at my resolution for this year, and I wrote it down, and I want to read it to you. My resolution for the new year and forever, because this is a life change for me, is no pressure for the mantra. The mantra is no pressure because pressure leads to poor productivity, stress, a depleted immune system, exhaustion, and ultimately resentment. Stand is the comparison word for me because I pray for the grace to stand in the discipline to say no, because no indeed is a discipline, so I can be present for everything that I've said yes to. And I have said yes to being the best version of myself by removing all aspects of pressure, and this is on which I stand. And if I had to say amen, I think I'd put one right there. I needed to make that resolution for myself as a reminder to have no pressure in my life at all. No pressure, so that I can actually have the manifestation of every dream that I would like to embark upon. If I have a good dream or a good vision about something, that's a great idea. I get to work on it. And one of the things that I've gotten to work on recently is my new book, Women Behind the Mic, Curators of Pop Culture, Volume 1, Word to the Wise. Here it is, created, compiled, and edited by Michelle Joyce and me. Michelle Joyce is my partner in crime. We've been making good trouble for 30 years, and we work together in the record industry. And this book, for those of you who don't know, before I was the good doctor, I was a spin doctor. That means a publicist. And I helped do the publicity for many greats in the industry while I was at Arista Records and other companies as well. This book is a salute to the women who worked in the industry behind the scenes. We all know about the people who worked in front of the scenes, but who were on the microphone. But we don't know the stories of the women who worked behind the scenes. And those women started with a dream, just like me. My dream when I was younger, when I was little, I like to say, was to be a writer, to be an author. I used to write all of the school plays so my friends could perform in it. I know that was probably the wrong motivation, but it's the truth. So I wrote all of the plays and I wrote for the newspapers. I used to write stories. And when my friends were getting dolls, I got a typewriter when I was in 5th grade, an electric typewriter, that is. It was bronze Smith Corona, and it was fantastic because I used to handwrite all of my stories, and my grandmother said, that child needs a typewriter. And that's what I received for Christmas. So I was very happy with that gift when everybody else was talking about Barbie this and Barbie that. And I was like, I got a typewriter. That typewriter helped to formulate the dream. And when I was in 7th grade, my boyfriend then, who's my husband now, Gus, gave me a diary. And that started the tradition of receiving a diary annually. And I got into the business of journaling and telling my diary everything and writing down the things that had happened for the day. And I'd write it in story form. She said, they exclaimed, we went here, we went there. And it is this voluminous annual thing of my life, actually. But what I saw with that overall is this compilation of manifestations of dreams. This book published here is my 9th book, 8th book, 8th or 9th book published. I should have counted that before I got on here. And I'm very happy living this life that I dreamed up for myself as a child. The question I ask is, what are you dreaming? And what are you doing to work toward your dream? It is stated that a dream deferred makes the heart sick. And that is from the good book that I subscribe to called the Bible. But those words, not specifically, are in every form of religious book ever. Because what the heart wants and what the body does, not only is it a spiritual thing, but it is also something that affects the health. Because you see, when your heart is sick because you can't have what you're desiring, it makes your heart sick. When I get to the bottom of why a patient may have a weakened heart, a sick heart, I find that they have a broken heart, that there's something in their life or maybe a situation that broke their heart. So I always ask, who or what has broken your heart? And then here come the tears. Because it's inevitable that a broken heart, whether from something or from someone, it makes you physically ill. You cannot swallow that type of defeat in your life. So I want to encourage you to follow those dreams, to set a mantra for yourself, to stand in your decision for whatever that mantra is, to be able to not put your dream on the back burner. How many women do we know, and this could even be your mother, who placed her dreams on hold? And if you're not watching Bel-Air, oh my gosh, it's not the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but if you're not watching Bel-Air, I implore you to binge watch season 1 about how Aunt Viv put her life on hold to raise the family. The resentment that built up as a result of it, and how she's burgeoning now, getting back to what she's always dreamt. It's a beautiful story, even though it is written as fiction. How often is this true? How many women are raising their families and then getting back into the workforce because they did what they had to do in terms of raising those babies? I personally even sat down for 7 years and raised my daughter. I dipped out of the record industry altogether. As you can see, some of my trophies on my wall back here, result of a lot of hard work. The women who are part of Women Behind the Mic, They're women who dreamt about working in the entertainment industry, who dreamt about being on radio because they heard radio, or went to a concert and said, oh my gosh, I want to do that, but not sing on the mic. I want to work in that entertainment industry. This book even is dedicated to every dreamer, and I want to read it directly, a direct quote. This book is dedicated to anyone who has a dream and to anyone who wonders if a dream is worth pursuing. Here are a collective of stories from women who prove that dreaming is still worthwhile today. Yes, it is. I am a testimony to that fact. It's testimony time. I am a testimony to the fact that dreaming is still worthwhile today. Here are a story of 22 women that prove that fact. But I want you more than anything to follow those dreams, to act upon them, to get in front of some of the people for some of the things that you're dreaming. If you're dreaming something and then you're not activating it, then what is the manifestation? How will it happen? And then there's no one to blame. So get in that class. And you don't always have to go to a university to take a class. There are community colleges for classes. There is Concentra for classes. There's the Learning Annex. All of these places that have courses for adults, for young people, for high schoolers even. I'm telling you, if you think back to what really got you excited when you were little, think on that. Think on that. And make that a part of your life once again, because even today, it may still make you happy. Or if that dream that you had when you were little has evolved into something bigger and bigger, something now for grown-ups, make that happen too. Work at it. Walk in those steps. Take a baby step toward it. You'll feel better. I want to tell you a true story. When I worked at Arista Records as director of publicity, and I knew that I was supposed to be writing full time. The good news is that as a publicist, a major part of the job is writing press releases, invitations, all kinds of correspondence with the press. That is the primary function of a publicist's job. And you have to be an excellent writer and an excellent communicator. Okay? But one of the things that helped me do that job efficiently and with joy is that before I went to work every single day, I got up at 4:00 in the morning and I wrote on the books that I wanted to publish. I worked on my dream before I went to work to help someone else manifest theirs. Okay? Because Arista Records was the dream of Clive Davis. All of the artists that I was working with, those were manifestations of their dreams. And we helped those dreamers manifest their dreams. And I'm here to tell you something. If you don't have a dream of your own, yet you're working with other people to help them manifest their dream, one day you'll wake up bitter. You'll be resentful. You'll be angry. You'll be sour. And at the end of the day, the end of the line, I'm here to tell you as a naturopathic doctor, it'll make you sick. So a dream deferred absolutely makes the heart sick. Don't defer yours. That is all I'd like to say to you today. So get at that dream and grab a copy of this book from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or anywhere books are sold. And all of us ladies, we are available to do lectures, workshops, speaking engagements for your schools, for your churches, for your women groups, for your kid groups. We are available because we want the next generation to understand the power of a dream, and we want the next generation to consider entertainment jobs because it is a global contributor to the economy of the world. All right? God bless you. Thank you for joining me. And I know this was quick, but take it to heart. Thank you, DJ Andy. Thank you, Christopher Green, technical producer, IW supervising producer. And remember to let your eyes shine, cut back on that wine, get good food fast, and go easy on the greasy. Until next time, I'm Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire, here to help you attain and maintain your perfect health. Let's do it again next week, okay? God bless you.